Today we are making
a food.
a variation of a food that we all like and love.
Yes, the recipe comes from this cookbook, the Czechoslovak Cookbook, and I can't even pronounce it without reading it. Hovězí Pečeně s Uzenkami. Uzenkami. It's Svíčková, but larded with hot dogs instead of bacon fat. So
Yep.
I'm not sure what that adds because the bacon fat really, the juices rend into the meat when it's cooking. This doesn't seem like it's going to do anything for it, but it looked interesting. So
let's get cooking.
Yeah, let's get cooking. Woo.
These are our ingredients. We have our beef and
frozen hot dogs.
Frozen hot dogs and root vegetables.
Yep, and flour for thickening the sauce.
We're starting off by drilling some holes in our meat.
I have an idea. Maybe next time we'll actually use a drill, a power drill, just to see. And here we go. The hot dogs going in. You've never seen this before, I'm sure.
It's not really beautiful, but it's functional.
It's unique. Yeah, so we're tying it so that the meat holds its shape and cutting off
those all the ends.
We don't want this hot dog end sticking through. And that is
the bottom of a celery.
Yeah, because we can't get celery root, which is a Czech thing.
Right.
And there's carrot.
And parsnip.
Yeah, parsnip was another substitution we made, but it's close enough. So here we go.
And our onion.
You got to have onion. Now this only had a couple onions in it, which is surprisingly little. And there we are sautéing
our vegetables.
Yeah. And then we're going to brown the meat. So yeah, I'm browning all sides of it. And
we're using a pressure cooker to make this a little shorter.
Yeah, I added a little salt and pepper in there too. And now it's coming out of the pressure cooker. Look at it boiling. Yeah, wow. Then we took the broth and the vegetables and we thickened them by putting it on the stove with some flour, and then we pureed all the vegetables.
Yeah.
And there it is. In all its glory. What is it?
Here's our taste testers.
Yay! And Noah dug right in. Yep, he nodded too. Yeah, that's a good sign. Leah's looking thoughtful.
I wonder.
So the taste testers loved it. I thought it was so-so. What about you? I mean, the meat was great, but
the hot dogs.
Yeah, they really didn't. They made it look interesting, but they really didn't add any flavor to it. And all of the juiciness that you would get from a normal larded piece of meat was not there. So maybe that's just American hot dogs. Maybe if we'd done it with some sort of like bratwurst with higher pork content, it would have been better. But yeah, this one, I would say, even though the taste testers loved it, it wasn't a universal hit. So,
no.
So what are our tips and hints?
When you're larding your pork or your beef.
Your beef, yeah.
Your beef. Make sure you freeze your hot dogs or frankfurters prior to larding.
Yep.
And oil them so they slide in easier.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier than trying to, hot dogs are pretty wiggly. You'll never get it pushed through the meat. And then I guess the second tip is, why bother? Don't even, I would say this recipe, even though it tasted fine, it was just a lot of work. I think you could have probably gotten the same benefit by just doing the roast without larding it, and it would have just been still amazing. So those are the tips and tricks. If you liked what you saw here,
please consider subscribing.
And if you've ever eaten this meat, maybe you're from the Czech Republic or Slovakia, put a comment down below and let us know, because we don't know anyone else who's ever made this. So that's all for now.
Until next time.
Dobry chuť. Bye-bye.
Ba-dum-bum.
Bomb.